Hey friends! In a previous video, I did a taste test of all the different kinds of ginger beer I could get my hands on. And then I made some additional videos featuring recipes that I used the leftover ginger beer to cook with. But today, I'm going to show you some new and interesting ways that you can use ginger beer in your mixed drinks. Now, I'm sure when a lot of you hear ginger beer, you automatically think of mules, you think of dark and stormies, but we're not going to do any of that. I tried to come up with a few new ways that maybe haven't been done before, and as far as I know, these drinks don't exist. So today I'll be making 4 different drinks for you. The first one is going to be completely alcohol-free, and then we're going to get them progressively stronger. So it's going to have no ABV, and then low, medium, and then strong at the end. So before we get started, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then we'll get right to it. In my taste test video, I found that for me, San Pellegrino was the best tasting ginger beer, but since then, it seems like it's not as widely available, so I'm going to be using Fever Tree for these drinks today. This is a very good brand. It's well balanced between the sweetness and the spiciness, and so if you're not that much into ginger beer, this is a good one to start out with. So for our first drink, which is going to be non-alcoholic, I'm going to be making a hibiscus cooler. In order to do that, we're going to need some hibiscus flowers. You may see them sold as sorrel or jamaica flowers. So to make that, we just need to bring 2 cups of water to a boil and then turn the heat off. Then I'll be adding half a cup of the hibiscus flowers and just let it sit there and develop for about 20 minutes. You'll see that it takes on a very rich, dark color. Then all we need to do is strain out the flowers and put it in a bottle. It should keep in your fridge for at least 3 or 4 weeks. This is the finished hibiscus tea. You can see it's very dark in color, almost opaque, but it's going to go a long way in our drink. Since this drink is non-alcoholic, I'll grab a nice big glass, and then I'm going to put some ice in it. And I'll take half of a lime, squeeze the juice right into there. And then I just need to measure 2 ounces of our hibiscus tea. And then I'll just top it up with the ginger beer. Just look at the amazing color on that. But how does it taste? That's fantastic. The hibiscus has a very tropical flavor, especially once it mixes with the lime, and then you add in that ginger. This tastes like a day at the beach. I could drink that all day. So for my second drink, I'm going to be making an Amaro cooler. That means we're going to need something like Amaro Averna. Amaro is an entire category of drinks, but they're typically made with a whole blend of different kinds of like herbs and fruits and things like that. So for this drink, I'm going to need a Collins glass, and I'll add some ice to that. Then I'm going to measure out 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters of the Averna. And then I'll just top it up with the ginger beer. We'll stir to combine. We'll add a straw and a slice of orange to garnish. There you go. I absolutely love this. The dark, rich, sort of cola-like flavors of the Amaro blend so well with the ginger. That little spice at the end from the ginger beer, and then a little bit of that extra bitterness from the Amaro. It just works perfectly. This goes down absolutely smooth. Fantastic. So now for our medium strength drink, I'm gonna need a mixing glass, 1 orange wedge, then I'll measure half an ounce of pure maple syrup, and then about 4 dashes of Angostura Bitters. I'm gonna muddle this together right in the glass. Get these orange juices starting to go. Express a bit of those wonderful citrus oils right into it. And then to that, I'm going to measure 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters of rye whiskey. Some ice cubes. My shaker. Got my rocks glass ready. And I'm gonna shake it up. A nice big chunk of ice. I'll strain this right into the glass. Top that up with the ginger beer. And we'll see how we did. Well, very different from the others so far. The sweetness of that maple syrup works well with the rye, which is very spicy. It also pairs well with the spiciness of the ginger beer, but none of them are sort of overpowering each other. It's very well balanced, it's decently sweet, but it's a good sip. I'd call that a winner. So now we're on to the 4th and final drink. I'm going to be using some gin, Jägermeister. I've got a serving glass and a mixing glass. First thing I'm going to do is measure out 2 ounces of the gin, followed by 3/4 of an ounce of the Jägermeister. Now I'll add some ice and mix it until it's very cold. Large cube of ice into the serving glass. Then I'll just strain it right in. And then top that up. One quick stir. See how we did. I really did save the best for last. When I was coming up with these recipes, I tried to think of all the different properties of the ginger beer, whether I focus on the sweetness or the spiciness. Ginger, after all, is a rhizome. It grows underground. So I started thinking about the rootiness of it, and then how I could play it up with some botanical elements, such as the gin and also the Jägermeister. They both pair perfectly well with each other, balancing off of each other's botanicals, and then mixing it in with that ginger and a little bit of that spice at the end. I think it makes for a drink that's the best of them all. So there you have my suggestions for 4 mixed drinks featuring ginger beer. I think they all came out great. I'd encourage you to give them a try. And also, you can help me out because none of these drinks have names. So if you can think of a suggestion, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And who knows? One of your ideas just might be what these drinks are known for from this moment forward. If you want to check out my other ginger beer recipes, check out the links in the description box below. Thanks for watching.